Welcome to On This Day in Grateful Dead History. We're jumping into a specific show today.
Yeah, May 21st, 1982.
Greek Theater, Berkeley.
That's the one. First night of 3 shows there, hometown venue, always a good vibe. We're looking at a review from GratefulDeadBook.com.
And these 82 Greek shows are generally considered pretty excellent, right?
Yeah.
So this first night sets the tone.
Exactly. And look, we know listening to a whole Dead show takes time. So the mission here is simple. Pull out the key moments, get a feel for this May 21st show based on this review.
Give you the highlights, the essence of it, without needing the full multi-hour recording right now.
Right. And just a heads up, if you do want to dive deeper into this week, there's a link in the bio, This Week in Grateful Dead History. Got listening guides for the other shows too.
Good stuff. So this show, May 21st, where do we start? The review mentions a strong opening.
It does. A really high energy start to set one. Kicked off with a fiery Bertha.
Oh, yeah. Straight into
Greatest story ever told. And the reviewer uses the phrase brimming with energy for both. Okay, so right out of the gate, they're pushing hard. That always signals a good night, doesn't it?
totally.
Yeah.
Sets the energy level immediately. But it wasn't just the opening couple of songs, was it? There was something else later in the set.
Yeah, the review highlights Birdsong, calls it beautifully jammed.
Beautifully jammed.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that imply here?
Well, the description mentions a fluid and atmospheric groove. So think less about just raw power and more about exploration, maybe a bit spacey.
Gotcha. Melodic exploration.
Exactly. And then it apparently transitioned really gracefully into CC Rider. The reviewer thought that whole sequence, the Birdsong into CC Rider, was kind of a perfect way to start the run.
Nice. So a strong first set overall. But reading this review, it feels like the second set is where things really took off.
That's definitely the impression. The review claims the entire second set was a highlight. Uses the phrase, not a single weak link.
Wow, okay. That's high praise for a Dead set.
It really is. Consistency across the whole second half.
And the core of that, it seems, was this huge chunk of music playing in the band into Uncle John's band.
Oh, yeah. The review calls it a monster sequence. Get this, over 30 minutes long.
30 minutes. Okay, so we're talking serious improvisation here.
Absolutely. Described as a sprawling journey packed with deep exploration and fearless improvisation. That's classic Grateful Dead, pushing the boundary.
Hits is getting out there.
Exactly. You know, really listening and reacting in the moment. That's what a 30-minute jam like that suggests.
And it sounds like even coming out of drums was special, not just straight into another song.
Right. The music sort of reformed, reassembled into the wheel.
The wheel. Okay.
Yeah, and it's described as circling gently. So maybe a softer landing out of drums before eventually finding its way back into playing in the band to close the loop.
Returning to the theme. That's cool. The review calls that whole stretch pure, unfiltered sonic adventure.
Which sounds about right for a sequence like that, just the band exploring together.
So summing up this May 21st, 82 show, based on GratefulDeadBook.com, it sounds like high energy right from the start.
Definitely. A really solid first set foundation.
Leading into a second set that was just consistently strong with this massive, really adventurous, improvisational peak in the middle.
Pretty much nails it. A band firing on all cylinders, comfortable in a favorite venue, and ready to explore.
Makes you think, doesn't it? What was it about the Greek theater that so often sparked these kinds of performances? That connection between the band, the place, the fans?
It's a great question. And remembering this was just night 1, what other adventures were waiting in the tapes for the next 2 nights?
Exactly. Food for thought. And again, if you want to explore those other nights, check out the This Week in Grateful Dead History link in the bio. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.